Welcome to the live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. You will be doing a live trading session and live analysis. For the next couple of hours, you will be with me trading live together in this market as dollar news coming, and we saw the dollar yen and yen pairs also was trending a lot early today. So let's keep eye on major pairs. We will be looking at dollar yen, Gbpusd, and gold. Now gold was with the market open early today with the Asian session. We saw a bounce on gold. In fact, that bounce was, we saw a big move with the market open, and with that bounce, the market so far was completely in a sideways. So at the moment on gold we could see a very good move. I think that the market might preparing for again to take another turn. So I will be looking at in depth on what I think that gold might be doing, along with also the dollar yen. We have opened a trade in our previous session, which is almost near at entry at the moment, and also we'll be looking at that trade as well to see where the market will be heading. In addition to that, we see that Gbpusd made a big move from the place that we opened a trade in the past week. It was a big move, and now it's coming for a deeper pullback, and this market also overextended. So as we see that breakdown locally, that might bring another opportunity for us to enter, as Gbpusd is in a very long term uptrending market structure. Before the news, I would like to quickly look at what's happening with the JJ, as we have seen primarily drop while we are running good profit, a little bit good profit that I would say, because it started in the profit zone on Gbpusd. So let's quickly look at on while we are running profit on dollar yen, with the news expecting dollar yen to bounce back up. This trade I'm still holding, running with all the members in the academy. I believe that traders, you are also on this trade. Let me know if you are here so that I can start the full analysis. Are you running UJ trade with me? Good evening. Hi coach, US30, greeting. Thank you very much. Welcome. Good evening. What's the meaning of gap opening? Okay, so very good question. Yes, I will be holding dollar yen. So far holding it because it's running in profit. I want to keep running, and news might bring that price to the upside, and as we are holding the trade, I will guide you in this live session what I'm going to do, but I can't guide you in your trade because you have to be responsible for your own trading account. But I will show you what I'm doing with my trade, and also we can discuss about it. Thank you very much. Welcome. Holding dollar yen. Yes sir, good afternoon. So I want to see, I see that total how many members? 4 members showing that they are holding it, still holding. Welcome. Morenza, welcome. Anyone holding dollar yen? Thanks for joining. Thanks for confirming. Let's gain some peep here. Welcome. So yeah, I'm holding dollar yen and expecting for the price to break to the upside to create a new higher high. So let me know if you are holding too on dollar yen. Yes, holding. Tuka, welcome. Still holding, Zofia, welcome. Anyone else? So we see that, yeah, that's the Patrick, I'm holding. Well done. Yes, that's good. That's good job. This is what I need, guys. This is what I'm, day in, day out working on in the academy to to one thing that I'm trying to make you understand, that you need to hold the trade so that it goes to profit and it goes to maturity. Okay, so trade also need maturity, and as it started to move up in the profit zone, let's celebrate it. And as the news is coming in 20 minutes, expecting dollar yen to become volatile before the news. So and news might create a spike that might give us the profit, but depending on how much profit we are running before the news, we will be managing the trade. Let's keep continuing with the trade first. Now before the news, I will be also managing the trade. If we see that a very good profit reach before the news, then we will be taking some partial profit and moving the stop loss and entry. In case it's coming for a spike, we are out, or we will be taking the entire profit, and after the news we will be entering again, because during the news the spike might take us out of the trade. So if we see good profit reach, then we will be taking the full profit, and then we'll be re-entering again. No problem, anytime we can enter any trades that's the market is giving. Just we need to make sure that we are doing the proper risk management. Now that's why the live trading room comes in play. Now we have our private VIP live trading room, where also we'll be trading London breakout and London close. In addition to the YouTube live, also we will have exclusive live trading room for the VIP members as well. If you are on the VIP, you will be able to access as well with a bit of requirement required, because I want to make sure that you have the right tool before you access the live trading room. So you have the risk manager, you have proper setup before you access the live trading room. So if you are our VIP member, you need to let me know so that I can supply you the risk manager tool, because this is where the missing piece of the puzzle, right? So many traders don't understand that we just love to buy and sell pressing the button. It's not all about, it's more of the risk management. Okay, so this is what I'm going to teach you in the live trading room, how to do the risk management so that you can beat the market. Okay, you can become one of out of 10 trader who is winning the market, not 9 out of 10 who is losing the market. I want to know that if you guys want to be one of the 10 traders who is winning money, or one of 9 of the 10 traders who is losing money. Let me know in the live chat that which one you want to be. It's always a choice. Still holding, welcome. Thank you for that. Life is a choice, not happening. So it's also a very important point to look at. Okay, so life is a choice, it's not happening, but most people think that life is happening to them because of the news and social media that's constantly giving us some kind of input that is not there. So make sure that you stay awake and choose rather than let it happen. So looking at dollar yen, we will be looking at that market, and I think that the market, the way this price is heading, expecting it to have primary breakout before the news. Let's see what the price is doing. If we see enough possibility to move up further, we will be holding it, or we will be closing with profit, and then we will be re-entering again once we find that entry opportunity. And in the meantime, I would appreciate your support if you smash the like button. If you smash the like button, did you do that? And let's make it to 100 like. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. So let's look at also the news calendar to see what's happening, what is coming up later, and what is also tomorrow. So coming up 10:30 p.m. dollar, core retail sales, Empire State Manufacturing Index, and retail sales. Then tomorrow coming up, GBP, Clement. Oh, that sometimes spelling is very hard. Clement count change, and then tomorrow also coming CAD, CPI, median CPI, trim CPI. Okay, so basically dollar, so all the dollar pairs, gold, GBP USD, dollar CAD getting volatile. Tomorrow a big day for GBP and CAD, right? So also dollar, tomorrow Fed will speak. So basically the market is just getting heated. And let's see, dollar yen, we are running on the trade, and I will be also in depth doing the analysis. And let's look at now on, so you see dollar yen is moving very nicely, and in the meantime I would like to look at also if you look at the gold, let's look at the gold to see what the market is doing. Now if we look at the gold, first I will be looking at the higher time frame before the news coming up, as it will impact the gold as well. Now looking at the monthly chart to see overall direction in the market. Why? Because monthly, weekly, higher time frame will give you clear direction in the market, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. Now looking at the monthly chart on gold, we can see that there is a monthly candle that is extremely bullish. And overall picture, if you look at the bigger picture, so why we need to look at the bigger picture? Because when you look at the bigger picture, you can see everything, right? Imagine that you are at the top of the sky and looking at the ground, how small things are that you thought that it's bigger, but it's insignificant. So you know, sometimes looking at that way, bigger picture also very important. There is a philosophy called Stoicism. It's a great philosophy, and the Stoics, what they do, they imagine that they are at the top, and that's called the bird's eye view. So they go at the top of the sky and then in their imagination and then look at the things. It's called the negative visualization. So what it does is that they also do the negative visualization, or they do this one. Negative visualization is like, you know, considering the worst case scenario. This is a might be completely, you know, it's also very powerful exercise that you can do also in trading. So what is negative visualization does is that we you know, so far everyone, we have learned that, okay, visualize what you desire and then, you know, what you are getting. Yeah, that's the traditional visualization, right? So what is negative visualization? So what negative visualization is that you just visualize all the worst case scenario possible, right? So what it does is that this is explained by a very one of the, you know, greatest man in the history called the Marcus Aurelius. He is an emperor. So in his book, there is a book, he whatever he did, he just, you know, pointed out in a book called the Meditation. So in his book he said that every morning he was an emperor, but he lived a very disciplined life. So when he wakes up in the morning, and he's an emperor, no one is going to even have any courage to, you know, insult him, but still he thinks all the worst case scenario possible, like you know, someone is yelling at him, you know, getting angry with him. So he just, it's called the negative visualization. So what it does is that he drop his expectation to the lowest possible so that nothing can surprise him. This is an incredible way, because how our brain works is that, so let's say if you drop your expectation to the ground, then nothing will surprise you. So what will happen is that when nothing will surprise you, then nothing can disturb your emotion. That's where the power comes in place. So when you can stay fully in control of your emotion, that's where you can perform at your highest. So in trading, you can try that practice to do the negative visualization. So that's where we came from. One place we started on the south and went to the north. Anyway, let's go back to the trading here. So what we can see on gold, on the monthly, there is a long wick at the top, and with that long wick at the top, what it represents is that there is a healthy body with a long wick. So now at some point we can expect gold to go ahead and fill that long wick at the top. So that's where from the multi-time frame approach we can expect gold to remain bullish. Now if we look at the weekly chart, where we can see there is a weekly bullish candle formation. The previous week there is a doji. Now this weekly candle opened without any wick at the top. Now as the market has opened without any wick at the bottom, not at the top, so the price might drop back down again to grab liquidity before bouncing up. So there is a probability for a retest, and also there is also another probability for the price to take liquidity from this weekly support level. Let's see the daily chart here. Now from the daily, this is where a bit of gap here. This is the previous daily low here. Okay, so what we can see that this is the support level. And let's go back to the intraday time frame, where we can see the market is in a consolidation. So this is a lower time frame. We can see a triangular pattern formation here, and with that triangular pattern formation, what we can see, the market is forming a structure. So for me, if gold drop below this level, especially this daily support is quite significant, and then if we see the market is rejecting, then we can look for entry. At the moment it's not showing any clear directional bias, but what I think that we might see, the price will try to break the daily low and then could go back up again. So first thing that we need to wait for gold to come down and to break the daily low, and then we can look for entry opportunity on gold. So let's keep eye on that. And I want to go back to dollar yen to see, because there is a news coming on dollar. The spike might be coming. So before that spike, this spike might be to the upside, even it could be to the downside. So we are currently running in some profit on the trade, and as there is a spike probability to come, it might break the local structure as well. So I will be exiting the trade only for the news, and then we will be re-entering the dollar yen trade again. Now again, if you want to run that trade, that's completely fine. You can run. It might go up or it might drop for a liquidity grab and then could go back up. So depending on your style, you can keep or you can close. I'm closing out, and I will be re-entering again once I find that opportunity. So I will be also updating the group. Okay, so as we can see, the price didn't move to a bit of extended, so we could hold it, but I don't want to see that the market with the news just has a spike and stopped out and then has gone up. After the market settled down, we find another better trading entry. We will be entering again. At the moment I am out with dollar yen with a little bit of profit in it. Okay, so with dollar yen, and after the news, let the news been released, settle down, we might find entry on any of this, on gold, GJ or UJ. As soon as we will find, we will be jumping on the trade. I hope that makes sense to you, and depending on your style, how you will be managing the trade, you can either choose to keep running or you can choose to close as well. Let's the news been published, things being settled down, and then we'll be jumping on the trade again. And in the meantime, I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up. Still holding, welcome. Small profit is still holding. Good. Yeah, because if it moved a bit up to the upside, then we could move the stop loss at entry, but now it's very near, so one spike will basically take us out of the trade, or if lucky enough the spike to the upside, then it might just go to the profit target. Probability to go up also high, but as you know, the news just to both sides spike more often, so you might be okay. Patrick, welcome. Right now, welcome. So we will be doing that, and let's look at in the meantime what's happening with the Gbpusd. We have 5 minutes time before this news to be released, and we had a massive trade. If you traders remember, in our previous live on the NY, it was almost 18% trade, in fact, on GJ. In fact, it moved a lot on Gbpusd. Why? We'll be discussing in depth on also how you can trade, how you can open this kind of trade in the market. So in the meantime, let's look at some other instrument, how they are giving us that opportunity. So just need to update the VIP members about the trade. Okay, so now let's look at again going to the in-depth analysis on gold, because we haven't looked at gold yet properly. And what's happening with the gold is, this is the 15-minute chart, and there is a bounce followed by a bull flag. So far gold here locally, we have seen a bit of bullish breakout early today. So let's look at the daily chart again, and you see the price is still maintaining that that support on the daily, still intact, that wickless candle. And now the question is, if the price is breaking that low, or it's just moving back up with that move to the upside. So which is not unusual to see that it just has gone back up, because lower time frame we can see that there is a long wick doji here, and there is an impulse here. It is a bullish structure. Okay, now depending on how the news is impacting, it is not unusual to see that gold has just created another move and going back up to this liquidity zone. So it might even range for extended period of time. Until the news been fully released, we will not be able to know exactly what the market might be doing. So let's patiently wait for the news to be released, and then we can look for potential entry. So 1 minute left. So what's your view on the news? Let's look at the Forex factory calendar to see That's a big, huge drop. As I mentioned before, there is a big liquidity gap happen. Okay, so complete breakdown on the lower time frame. So how did that do? Okay, so dollar yen has got that bounce. So here we could be a very good winner on that, but we have out. So for those who hold that, most likely has got a good benefit on it. No problem. We have a lot of trade coming in the market, so we will be able to find. Now let's see how it is impacting majority of the instrument. Gbpjpy, we look at, there's a big rejection here on GJ. Just directly hit that profit target, but we are not on the trade. No problem. Okay, so what's happening with the GJ here? Looking at, I think because dollar yen has got a bounce, but gold, we look at with the news, basically we need to see the market is trending here. I'm waiting on GJ for the price to retest this level, which a bit of ambitious expectation, but GBPJPY has made a very big move but didn't come for a deeper pullback. So we'll see what happens if the market breaks all this low, or even without breaking, depending on how this candle is forming. We'll be able to find entry on, most likely on GJ or in dollar yen. Dollar yen has made significant move, but gold is what we are seeing here for the price. Gold it's got a huge manipulation. Okay, now this is the 15 minutes, and are you guys ready for any entry? So what's your opinion? What do you think that which way the market is heading? So you want to know your also. I'm out, sir. Good day. What's your analysis? Gbpusd and Gbpjpy gold drop to gold profit. Thanks, Rod. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, look, let's see what's the market is planning for here. That's heading to the upside on dollar yen. Looking at GJ, also there was a local break here, and so you see that market has broken this low again. There's another one. So GBP/JPY, it might make move to the upside again here, but it left a two important support level. So from the intraday, from the 4 hour, expecting it to have an unusual breakdown and then to return. Might not come that much. So it's showing bullish momentum. Gain momentum here, and okay, I want to see that it penetrated again. So this is a important support before the 4 hour close, expecting it to come down here and then to break that low. Okay, before we look at any kind of entry. What do we see on gold? With the news, we'll be keeping eye on that. Being patient is the key. So I'm keeping eye on gold and on GBP/JPY and in dollar yen. Dollar yen has made a very strong move. We want to see that the price has come for a deeper pullback. This is a big move on dollar yen. We'll wait for pullback again, and once we find enough entry, we can look for that. From the daily, it made very strong move. So dollar yen might keep pushing high and high in the upcoming days and sessions, but at the moment, if it drop down here for a deeper pullback, we'll be looking for entry. So GBP/JPY, okay, so it's dropping down here. What's happened with the euro dollar? So euro dollar, we have seen a complete breakdown again. So it was in a very strong downtrend, and we could see resuming that downtrend, while we see that dollar yen and Gbpusd is moving in the major direction of the trend. I would like to see a very good confirmation before we enter, and let's keep an eye. Anytime the market sentiment might change and it just turn around. So the wise trader or investor said that be fearful when everyone is greedy, be greedy when everyone is fearful. So when the market is very volatile, you become quiet. When the market is quiet, not in consolidation, like slowly building up the pressure for a breakout, you become also on it. So what we are seeing here is, for example, the gold market is still not settled. So it's still showing a bit of uncertainty here. Usdjpy showing significantly it gained momentum and then started to bounce from this level. So gold is trying to build up in that way because of the long-term bullish, and Okay, we see that very good momentum. Let's see. DXY goes up. DXY, let me see what's happening here on DXY. Looking at the intraday. So from the 4 hour on DXY, yeah, it's in an uptrend. If we look at the daily uptrend from the 1 hour, so DXY uptrend, we see dollar yen. Now we cannot meet our gold with the DXY because more often they are not following the script at the moment due to the geopolitics or many other reasons. So we have to keep the gold completely independent entity, and we can consider other pairs such as the dollar yen, euro dollar, all of them based on DXY, but except gold. So here is so primarily it form a doji here on 15 minutes on gold. So with the news, the market did not make very big move, but what we could see such as on gold is for potential bounce. A bit of complicated market structure. The market didn't break out with the news, and let's keep eye to see potential entry. Here what I was looking in the 5-minute chart on gold is this is a bull flag, and we have seen that that bull flag has broken in the direction. So basically it grabbed liquidity here, and now as a rule of thumb it should be trending in that direction. That's the rule of thumb, but there is a lot of long wick candles here, so there is a lot of rejection in that area for the price to move and go back up. So if the price managed to break out here, then we could see new direction of the trend. Going back to the GBP, JPY and dollar yen, though both of these instruments in a very nice uptrending market structure. So I love this kind of trend we look at. So this is a very strong uptrend, and in this market if we find proper entry, we will be definitely look to enter. Okay, so it's a very nice looking uptrending market structure. Okay traders, so let's keep eye including the gold also. Let's see if it is breaking out in that direction, and I'll just take a half a minute break, and we'll be back. Let me know which one you are looking at. Okay, I'm back. So let's see. On gold we can see a bit of, as I mentioned, the market is not moving very fast, so we can see a bit of pullback here with the long wick candle, wick fill, So on the GBP/JPY, on the other hand, is moving very aggressively. So looking at on GBP/JPY, so waiting for this support to be broken, and then we can look for that potential entry. So gold is very choppy, right? It's not a very good market trending. Looking to see what gold is trying to do here. I think it's gonna be choppy still. Keeping eye on all of them. Let's look at the euro dollar. So what the euro dollar did is there was a drop here, and then after grabbing multiple liquidity, euro dollar intraday time frame, the price has got a bounce again, 4-hour candle closing in this downtrending market with a, so the price basically tested the daily support on euro dollar and then has got rejection to the upside. So now the question is, euro dollar trend is continuing to the downside or it's gonna go back to the upside, right? So that's the question. I think this market also might be in a sideways fashion. You can see that gold again moving in a range with a very narrow candle. So after forming after gathering multiple liquidity, now it's trying to bounce up. Gold will pull back. Okay, can gold go up? I'm waiting for stock market to open to buy NASDAQ. Okay, so now here what gold did is basically it formed from the 5 minutes an inverted head and shoulder. Okay, so bull flag, breakdown, liquidity grab. Now this market is in a bit of in a consolidation. Otherwise, if it is trending, that would be a nice little place for again another entry. But you want to see that gold in fact trending to the upside. See, this is the 1 minute time frame. So whenever the market is trying to make a move, just getting another rejection. And Gbpusd is just not stopping for us to enter. This is a bullish engulfer followed by a doji on the 15 minutes, which is basically bullish price action. Now let's see this support here. If the market is breaking this support, so with the 4-hour close, we see Gbpusd trend is very strong. Gold is very weak, in a weak trend. So I see gold ranging between 20 EMA and 50 EMA. Yeah, gold is basically what the reason gold is ranging. If you look at the last day of trading week, there was a very strong rejection and the market is trapped in between this resistance and in this support. So it's a big range. Even if the market range here, that's fine, but what I was waiting for gold to retest the daily support, because in such a falling market, last day of trading we saw a big drop locally. Without breaking that low, buying is a bit of risky bet. But in case we see a very nice price action confirmation, we can look to that. So that's what I'm waiting to see, how the price is reacting to that level. Now If I look at even the 1 minute chart to see how the market is evolving, dollar yen might give another opportunity. Before that, we want to see what it is trying to do here. So I don't see still any GBPJPY. We could find entry here, but it was very rough move. There was a bounce and it's gonna break locally. Okay, so once it will break, we can enter. Just the most important part here is to remain patient. You see, gold is not being able to move in any direction. So the reason is it didn't grab the liquidity from this daily support. So without breaking that low, it may not find a very strong momentum, and that's why we have not entered yet on gold. And in the meantime, I would appreciate if you smash the like button here and also subscribe to the channel. USD up or down? Very good question. Euro USD is currently in a sideway. It's in a sideway. And in the meantime, I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Okay, GJ is just moving up. Dollar yen. If dollar yen grab liquidity in any of this support, we will be looking for bullish entry. Let's keep eye on. The next move support here on GJ is here. Now the most important part here as a trader was that the most important part is to remain grounded. Okay, very important, trader. So you keep in mind that trading will be, it's sometime more often you'll see that when you sit down a bit longer, you started to find some trade which is not there. And that's the main reason why. So technical analysis, learning a strategy, it's not a big deal. You can learn it over time if you are a patient enough. So the patience is the key. So that's why JC Livermore said that money comes from sitting, not from trading. So what does he mean? That it's all about patience. So the trader who make money in the live market, they are not smarter than you. Steve Jobs said that people you see all around, everything around you is no smarter than you. The smarter trader are those who are profitable, who are patient, have very well understanding about their emotion, and trading, have a very good trading psychology. So it's important that you always be patient and wait for the right opportunity to come to you. Now gold here, this is the very, after such a 3 high impact news, the market didn't move. So it's not very good price action at the moment for trading. We'll be waiting for that breakout. But there is an advantage of seeing this kind of price action. The advantage is that when you see a bit of consolidation or a bit more than expected, you can expect a very strong breakout. If we look at from that point of view, we are waiting to see a good move. And here is that, you see that this is the daily support, and as the market is not being able to break the high, that means we might see at some point coming to the daily support. If it drop below the daily support after price action confirmation, from that zone we can look for potential entry. This is an important zone, which is the liquidity zone. Gold, GBP, JPY, dollar yen, all of them are moving in the direction as expected. So now here you can see locally it failed to create a higher high, so it's basically finding a way to range in that area. In the meantime, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would recommend you to do so. I do come on live twice in addition to the coming on live on YouTube. We do have a mentorship program where also you can learn the strategy that I am trading. You can be part of the Forex Trading Wizard Academy. We have a live trading room where I will be trading live when I am not on live on YouTube or any other time. And also you can have access to all the trading tools that we have, including all the indicators and all the tools, automated system, as well as you can access the chat group. So you can find that link in the description. If you haven't joined yet, then I would recommend you to do so, where you can learn the real trading. You know how to do the risk management. You can learn the risk management and also learn the best trading strategy that I am trading every single day. Any question, don't hesitate to ask using the live chat on the website. Now, with this bullish breakout on Gbpusd, it's now maintaining a strong market structure to the upside. Dollar yen trend is maintaining a very strong bullish market structure as well. So once we find any entry, especially on dollar yen, if we see that liquidity candle formation, Gbpusd also, if we see liquidity candle formation, then we will be looking for entry. Gold a bit of in a choppy. Now if you have any question about the liquidity candle, you might say, okay, what's that? I haven't heard of it. Have you heard of liquidity candle? Except the Forex Trading Wizard Academy, I want to see that how many of you are familiar with that. Coach, can you please check Bitcoin? Yeah, I will be looking at that. What do you feel on NQ? What do you feel on NQ? NASDAQ, you mean? Don't feel any NASDAQ. Coach GJ buying zone, yeah. So describe the gap opening in upside and downside. Okay, very good question. Samir Mishra, gap opening on upside and downside. Okay, I'm currently looked in GJ. How far do you think it might reach? Okay, that's some very important question that you will be looking at. But at the moment, let's first looking at the first liquidity candle. Let's talk about that, and then we'll be also looking at the things that we are looking at. What's that? Have you heard of liquidity candle before? USD, I will be looking at that. Thumbs up, welcome. Muhammad, welcome. Okay, so the liquidity candle, very simple. So you see that all those candlestick pattern that you can see in the chart are not the candle that the smart money trading or the institutional trading putting their orders. So it's in the background, right? So which candle, in fact, the institutional trader traded the market, which candle has that volume that coming from the institutional order flow is the liquidity candle. Okay, so that liquidity candle is very powerful because this is where you'll see the market is having like the volume coming in the market, and this is because all time there will not be volume in the market. The institutional trader may not trade all the time. So at certain candle you will find that grab massive amount of liquidity and form this candle is identical in the chart. So this is what we call that liquidity candle. And the best news is that we have now tool to find those liquidity candle, which is the liquidity candle finder indicator. Will be available very soon, max 2 to 3 days in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. And it will be only for free for those who already have joined in the academy, because we have a lot of development that we made, and I don't know how much I can keep it for free. But for those who already joined our academy in any plan, lifetime access or anything, will be able to access those liquidity candle finder. So this will be game changer, because when you know exactly which candle is the liquidity candle that we discuss about our VIP Zoom class, probably you guys have joined in our US30 Zoom class on the VIP. Now you can use that tool to find which candle is the liquidity candle, and that's it, right? This is the entry candle. Now for those who it will be arrived in 2 to 3 days time in the academy, but if you are joining today, you still can access that liquidity candle for the lifetime. So make sure you take that opportunity by clicking the link below this video in the description. So once you visit the website www.forextradingwizard.com, which is the Forex Trading Wizard Academy website, if you go to the website and then click join now button and join us to access exclusive tools that you will not find anywhere in the globe. So this is the best way to trade the market, and you can find an incredible tools, including all the strategies that I am trading, all the guidance available for you. So take that chance using the website link. Join today so that you are not missing that entry to the liquidity candle as well as the trend finder. So trend finder is another tool coming. So what is trend finder? In a particular time, see, these are some of the thoughtful tools that come that completely will change the way you trade the market. So this is the 5-minute chart, right? Now this is the 5-minute chart, and in this 5 minutes the market is in a downtrend. You clearly know it, but in fact it is in a downtrend or in an uptrend. How do you know? Because if it is in the 5 minutes in a downtrend, what about in the 1 hour? Is it in a downtrend? 4 hour, is it in a downtrend? Or in some situation you will find here 5 minutes chart. Look at this chart here, this part of this chart. It's in an uptrend, okay, creating series of higher low and higher high uptrend. 5 minutes. Now look at the 15 minutes. Is it in an uptrend? 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour. Now in the 4 hour I see that it's potentially in a downtrend because it's forming series of lower high. So depending on the multi time frame approach, you need to know either a trend in an uptrend or in a downtrend. More importantly, when you see trend is aligning with the multi time frame, for example, if a trend on the 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, in these 3 time frame or more is in same direction, that's where the biggest strong trend. And that's what also will be available, a tool to give you a strong or a weaker trend direction. That will be huge when you are entering a trade. Let's say you are opening a buy now you saw that it's a strong downtrend. So this will give you a big understanding either you should be taking that trade or no. Stay tuned for the tool, it's coming, and if you are joining today, you can access that completely for free as a VIP member in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This will change the way you look at the market, so make sure you take that opportunity by joining in the academy today to access all of them, which is exclusively only available for you. So with that said, let's look at now on Gbpusd. Again, we see this market has made significant movement here and waiting for a bit of deeper pullback. Now dollar yen, from the zone that we bought, it made that move, and some of you probably have had that. I was a bit conservative for the news, so anyone has hold the trade here, usually a week for me. Let's check Gbpusd. So Gbpusd, we saw a doji formation. Now with gold, Gbpusd also we see that this market also moving a bit up in a sideways market. So along with the gold, we see that Gbpusd is a bit in a sideways. We might see that market trending as later coming tomorrow news. So it's currently in a sideways. If I look at the daily chart, what we see that Gbpusd, there was a breakdown today. So far it's in a pullback. So this market might go up for a deeper pullback, but ultimately we could see the market is coming towards the downside again. Okay, so Gbpusd currently in a pullback, so we might see locally some upside momentum here, but at the end of the day we might see that the price is, so it's in a sideways, but long term it's in a downtrend. So I don't want to see any direction here. So let's keep eye on dollar yen and Gbpjpy and also the gold. Gold is in a sideways. Dollar yen and GJ trending nicely. Why do you like trading GBP? What's the secret? Okay, very good question. So why do I like Gbpjpy? What's the secret? There's no secret behind Gbpjpy. It's a volatile, that's why. So basically anything that you want to trade, you need to see that that has to have a volatility in the market, right? So the reason trade Gbpjpy, it's a very volatile. So volatility, what do I mean by volatility? Let me explain. Let's say look at the daily chart on Gbpjpy. Now let's say on Friday, okay, how many pip that instrument has moved, starting of the red candle's top to the red candle bottom is 242 pip moved. It's a big move. So 242 pip move on GJ on Friday. Let's look at the GBP USD. If we look at the GBP USD, it moved 130 pip, almost nearly half. If we look at dollar yen, it moved 78 pip. This one also volatile. If we look at the euro dollar, it was also a big move, but they didn't move much. It's 105 pip. So the reason is gold and GBPJPY is because you see that today so far how much move it has happened. So as a trader, you will always be profitable when you look at always the market that is highly volatile. You guys can't see me. I didn't see that you can't see me, but forgot that turn off the camera. Anyway, you guys haven't seen me, so you can see me now. Hope that everyone can see me and hear me. Can you let me know? Hope that makes sense. So if we look at maybe gold come to 2339 and there is an order block, they will be discussing on that. Thank you very much. Welcome. When you stick to main pair, you start to really understand. Stick to a main pair, you really understand it and become very profitable. 90% my trade or JJ. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So basically, when you understand means like, you know, you understand the trend, which is very important, right? So for example, when you trade a certain instrument over and over again, all the instrument, you know, move, the fundamental movement in the market is same. There are three secrets in the markets. So, you know, there are three secrets in a human being. Is if you look at a human being, then if you want to read a person, what he or she does, everything, you can understand from three secrets. So there are three secrets also in the reality creation. So if you want to change your outer world, then you need to think of three most important parts: thinking, feeling, and acting. So these are the three secrets, the building blocks of everything that created, right? So similarly, if you want to look at the market, there are only three important part here is the market structure, liquidity, and price action. It's same in all instrument, but when you look at a particular instrument, then you can know, because you are telling yourself over and over again GBPJPY bullish, GBPJPY bullish, and then you hesitate to sell this instrument. So this is a big advantage. Another thing is, when you look at a particular pair, for example, let's say you are trading GBPJPY and gold or anything like that, then you are very aware of their news timing. Okay, so what time the news are coming up and how they react to the news, also very important. Okay, so what time this instrument mostly manipulate. So these are some of the things that you can pick from one pair, but at the same time you still can trade more pairs with the higher time frame. So for example, if you are a swing trader, then one pair or two pairs may not be enough for you, because you might not find a lot of trading opportunity. So in that case, if you are trading on higher time frames, such as on the 4-hour or daily, you have enough time to reanalyze the chart and everything, and with the experience, actually it becomes very easy to read the market over time. So that's the main thing. Everyone has his own way of trading, but it depends on how you want to look at the market. Are you a day trader, swing trader, scalper? It depends on who you are, what's your trading style. I want to know also your trading style. Can you let me know your trading style and how long you are trading? Say something about your trading, will be really helpful to know more about how you trade. Yes, thank you very much. Welcome. Okay, so here is GJ after this move. So dollar yen looks like that a little bit of a strongly bullish at the moment, and also there is a reason behind it. You see, dollar yen is in an all-time high, and it's trending very nicely. Dollar yen very strong uptrend. I'm a Fib trader. So you mean that you only trade based on Fibonacci? Do you find success? Anyone here who only trade based on Fibonacci? Do you find success based on Fibonacci? Okay, so gold is now coming to the daily support. After finally from that level, it's now trying to break. So if we look at okay, you can see there is another liquidity gap here. So golden ratio on Fibonacci is awesome. Okay, very good. Okay, the price is coming to the daily support. Yes, you see that the price not being able to break the high. So So gold has managed to break the daily support finally, and now wanna see what it is trying to do here. So if I draw the levels here on the previous daily low, it's the previous daily low. Now how much down it's gonna drop is also important. Bounce, so it's planning to buy. It's getting a bit of liquidity from the top, and it's got a bit of bigger bounce at the moment. Waiting for another wave of drop, and another long week candle can give us a good entry opportunity, so I want to keep eye on that. Focus is the key, so you have to be very, very focused on when you are waiting for an entry. I trade pivots, weekly pivots or daily pivots. Okay, that's a good point, a very good area of value. Daily support on gold is also the weekly open here. Yeah, that's what happened. 2319 support level gold. Is there any trade in gold? Not yet. We are waiting for that entry. Okay, so just hopping from one pair to the other. Okay, here what we can see from the daily support, managed to bounce, and look at the 1 minute. Okay, dollar yen, if managed to break below 154.13, we can look for entry here. Okay, it's a bit ambitious target, but if dollar yen break this support, that's an important support for a Gbpsd. After this trend, now it's in a sideways. This one also might come and grab liquidity, and then we could see return back, while gold is just moving a bit in a sideways. Okay, so let it drop now, and wanna see that this time it has broken further, and then if we see got a rejection, so if the price again reject from the daily support, then we might see it's going back to the daily resistance again. So this is the starting, this is the point of today's high, and this is the starting of that move. So today's starting of move is here, which is a high liquidity zone. Wanna see that the market again has broken that low and then has got a rejection. Patience is key, traders, so make sure that you stay patient and waiting for the opportunity. So the price is putting pressure on the daily support on gold. That might even suddenly bring the price to, well below this level here. Okay, so which is possible. That's why it's important to look at the market sentiment, how the market is evolving. Market still could remain downside, which is at the support from the daily and from the weekly. If we look at, so this is the weekly level and this is the weekly low. So if it breaks down, then it is not unusual to see the price has broken the weekly low, almost came to 2300 level, and then it's got a bounce, which is not unusual to see as the market currently getting volatile. As long as it's trending, it's a good market to trade. If it is not trending, then we need to wait to see further opportunity. Okay, dollar yen from the lower time frame from liquidity candle and has got a rejection. This is sometimes very crucial decision to think either the market will bounce or it's gonna trend in the major direction. This is a two-way situation on gold because it's getting a rejection from the support, and at the same time on the lower time frame from the 1 hour it's a bearish price action. So when this kind of confusion arises, the best way is to wait for further confirmation, because ultimately in that situation you'll see the market even might range, because when you are confusion, everyone is in confusion. What's your view on gold? Do you think that gold is gonna break the support, or it's gonna go back to the resistance line again? Just pumping up here. In all the instrument, we see that basically dollar yen and Gbpusd trending bit of in a healthy manner, while gold is in a bit in a sideways. So we still have to wait for confirmation. I'm not sure, but I do feel overall it's a buy. Okay, so overall look at lower time frame on gold is still trying to, the local time frame here it's bearish. In the 5 minutes it's a bearish price action, but we might see still potential for the support breakdown, because from the daily, after this rejection, you see the price has formed a long wick at the top, formed this long wick red candle, but it didn't grab the liquidity from the support. So when you see a market grab liquidity from the resistance, such a long wick candle, it also deserves a long wick candle in that direction, and then it normally trends. So it's a universally try to do like that. So basically when you see the price fail to create a higher high, liquidity grab, it's gonna come the other side for another liquidity grab and then trend. To give you an example, you'll see that it's happened over and over again in the market. You see here it grabbed liquidity but failed to create a higher high, has come back down well below and then trended. And if you look at the same thing here, you see in an uptrend failed to create a higher high, rejected, it grabbed liquidity from here, and then here the same thing. See, let me replay the chart. So it moved and then failed to create a higher high, grab liquidity. So here this is a perfect example what we are talking about. You see such a long wick, exactly the same kind of candle in a strongly uptrend, right? So what it did is, after this rejection, it came back the other way around, okay, and then it started to trend. So when it grabbed liquidity from one side in one direction, it normally come back to the other direction to grab, to take both sides, to gather liquidity and then to move up. So it's not guaranteed that gold will drop, but that is a high probability that the sellers might bring that price further downside. I hope that makes sense. And thanks for joining the live session. I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every day. Okay, now looking at GBPJPY, this one we saw a bullish move. Now if we can see that GBPJPY straight one move has come to that support, will give us another entry. Dollar yen, after back to back two dojis, bounce. Okay, finally it has managed to break. I believe that trader, you are enjoying this live session. I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. Okay, so it's respecting the daily support. Once it closes above, we look for buy opportunity. It's respecting the daily support. Once it closes above, we look for buy opportunity. Okay. To be fully clear on that, I normally don't rely on candle close, because more often you see that candle close is just another way to create a false breakout or false breakdown. The only reliable information that I found on the chart is when you see that there is a liquidity grab, because when the price goes certain level for a candle close, that is also liquidity. I'll show you some more examples what I'm talking about. What I found in my experience is more of looking at the market that is in a very strong trend and then look for the market to break against the trend. Okay, like this. More people will trade like that. See, let's say this is a trend and the price is doing like that. Traders normally try to find like this candle close here. Okay, like this. Okay, candle close above, breakout, now I'll buy. But more often you'll see that after the candle close, after going up, it's gonna go back down again. But more profitable way that I found to trade is like this. Okay, then let it happen like that, and then boom, going up. So this is where the best place for entry in my trading strategy. Now if you look at this market, you see you'll find this over and over again. Now if I give you a candle close example, so more often you'll see that over and over again. See, if you look at lower time frame, higher time frame, in all time frame, okay, so until that it's a bull market, right? It grabbed liquid, everything, candle closed above, it's a big bullish candle, close above, okay, above all this week, just to see that it returned back, right? But now here is the play, because it's where the liquidity. So finding the liquidity zone, that's where the most important part. And finding a liquidity candle is the most, what I would say, that profitable way to find. And when you find that, it becomes much easier. And if you go back to some of our trade, now Friday we had two massive trade. One is here on GJ. Now yesterday in the VIP Zoom class also I have explained exactly. One is here, and you see that from here how much GJ has dropped. And the other trade you open, many of you probably have witnessed that, and from here and it's gone back up. It's because of that reason. And the reason is there are two kinds of trader. You'll find what happened, gold has completely penetrated that support level that we talk about. So there are two groups of traders. One is the retail trader, one is the institutional trader. The market is moved by the institutional trader. So that is why when you trade like the institutional trader, that is where you can find the high probability, because their trade against the retail trader. That's what you need to understand. So that is why, sometime changing paradigm or the belief is a bit hard, right? Let's say the way we learn, we taught, changing suddenly, it causes a lot of stress. But once you get that point, it becomes much easy, because when the reason the retail trader need to institutional trader need to trade against retail trader is because first thing, they put a lot of volume in the market, institutional trader. So 1000, let's say, retail trader trading against one institutional trader. So that is why it's completely always, you'll see that education is the other way around. So you need to be very, very careful on that. And that's why you'll see that everything here we taught, we learn, we grow is very different from any other place that you can find. Is because this approach is according to institutional approach. Now dollar yen trade that we have opened in today, so you have seen that from here I have closed due to the news with a conservative approach, but it's from here, and it also moved in that direction because it's also based on the liquidity. And I have already explained with the commentary in the channel, in the VIP group, in the VIP Telegram channel. Probably you guys can access that. For those who are already on the channel, you'll see exactly I explain what is the reason behind this trade, and that's how you need to understand the reason behind the trade before you open the trade. That's how you can avoid all kinds of pitfall, okay, mistakes, or understanding why the market doing the way it is doing. So we see that gold has broken the support and GJ coming down. So if GBP/JPY is dropping with one move to this support with this red move, will be entering buy here. Because that will be liquidity gap. There are some ways you can understand. There is a symptom of every liquidity gap. So you'll find a symptom, or I'd say that in the liquidity gap. So what is that symptom? Like something has always, there is always a symptom in everything, right? So the liquidity gap also have a symptom that you can understand when the market is doing that, because that's how the market operate all the time. There is always a clue behind everything. Okay, so hope that you traders are understanding it. If you are understanding, then let me know. If you are not understanding, don't worry, we have a lot of educational content that you can access to learn all of this. If you are enjoying the live session, I would appreciate if you smash it to 100. If you Smash the like button to 100 and don't forget to subscribe to access all the things that we are offering every single day. Okay, so you see that there is a breakdown of the support level. So there is a complete breakdown, and okay, gold and GJ might slowly return to the original direction. Might. a big stop loss gap. So there is a bit of bigger movement here, and let's say if it is grabbing liquidity from the support, we can look for going long, because the price has broken the daily support level here. GJ keep pushing down. Gold is thank you. 2-3 GA was trending nicely for buy. Gbpusd, yeah, so it's coming to an important support. So I'm expecting on the 15 minutes, if it is dropping straight back to that support, we can look for entry. GJ for gold, it's if gold reverse, then we will know exactly when it is reversing. I'm not going to sell at the moment because it's a long-term uptrend, so anytime we might see at least a short-term reversal possible to see. So the main goal here is to see when the market is pointing towards the upside. So there is a fair value gap on Gbpusd. So let the market come and break that low. and then we'll exactly know when the market is trying to bounce. So from lower time frame, what we can see that gold finally has broken the daily support. Now it's important to see either it's trending or it's going back up because there is a big imbalance in the market on gold, and it's unusual to see that without feeling that zone. It's just trending in that direction. For GBP I'm waiting for the price to drop here, then we can look for that entry. Dollar yen has got rejection from here. Here so the 15 minutes on gold, which is forming a green doji here. We look at the daily resistance here. a bullish pattern so far. Want to see that gold has broken in that direction and then rejected. So here is so far from the 15 minutes form a narrow doji. Might be getting bounced now. Started to bounce from here. So slide in my entry. Okay, Gbpsd. Okay, so I'm going to go long on Gbpsd from this level. So the stop loss here will be around 14 pip. So I'll be going buy and 2.37 risk reward on that. So 14 pip stop loss Gbpsd. So here we're expected, it's just expecting GJ to return from this support to the upside for another bounce. As so the stop loss on GJ is 192.18, so I will put it 192.180. Okay, gold has got significantly bounced and on GJ to drop further. That's very unusual. Might we will be entered a bit earlier. For entry it was a bit earlier, but let's see. It's already overextended in one direction, and I'm expecting it to have a deeper move, because if you look at here, it's a complete move to this liquidity zone without any proper pullback. So if it bounce, then we should be able to see that bounce, or slightly over a bit earlier. Yeah, a bit earlier, and I'm stopped out. So the entry was a bit early and stopped out, but we might see ultimately after breaking that liquidity zone, it's bouncing up, so we might re-enter. But we see that gold is trending. So we are out on that, but here we might be, what's happening? There's bounce, huge drop. Okay, I will be re-entering on GJ, buy from here, stop loss below this level with around 24 pip stop loss from this level. Come on, before I enter it just started to drop. It's coming to another liquidity zone. Okay, I'll still be trying to enter. I'm buying GJ below this level, my stop loss below this candle. So I bought GJ, stop loss below this candle at 191.71. So you must do risk management, definitely, not buy blindly. So I'm because it has broken this liquidity zone. My TP will be open. I want to keep it open to at least to this level, 192.63. So I'm long with only 1% risk. So the stop loss at 191.70. It is a very high liquidity zone. So I'm long on GJ. Okay, so here price has broken a very significant liquidity zone. So I'm still running that buy. Okay, so I'm entering. what's happened with the gold. Has got absolutely big bounce on gold. Okay, Gbpusd, I have open buy as I mentioned. So if the market bounce, you should be able to take the full profit here, 3 times profit target on that. On my buy trade, I am at entry. So this is a big drop here, huge liquidity grab. If the market managed to return to the upside, we should be able to see it's going back up to the resistance level. Guys, anyone here with me in this trade on GJ? Now make sure that you do risk management, which is the key. Here, the big trend, the trend has a huge breakdown, and if you look at the intraday 4 hour, we can see big drop here on the 1 hour. Yeah. So the market has broken complete all this structure. Now expecting it to return to the resistance. Gold highly dodged. Gold was a big move here. It's gonna so we could see it will be very unusual if it drops further. Now this is a very important liquidity zone, and from this liquidity zone the price should return in the major direction as a rule of thumb. So should go back at least 192.41 level, and okay, GJ, depending on this 30 minutes candle close, also important to want to see that it's closing above, though candle close not much matter, but once we see that closing above will represents a long wick here, so basically it will represent a strong rejection, and that's where we can look for potential possibility that GJ will return back in the major direction of the trend. And I'm on that trade on GJ. If it is a manipulation, then we can expect for the price to return in the major direction of the trend. We see some improvement in the price. I hope that you guys are enjoying this live session. I would appreciate if you smash the like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Now Gbpusd, we see a big manipulation here, and in the next 11 minutes for this 1 hour candle, we could see it's closing up, like going back to the upside. That will be a high probability for GJ to return back to the upside because it made that manipulation. And I have just entered into near my profit zone here on Gbpusd. So yeah, we see that some kind of bullish move coming, which is because it broken this support even, so expecting it to go back to 192.63 level. So here on gold also, so GJ has got a rejection as expected. I have entered into my profit zone. Anyone with me with the Gbpusd trade? Thank you. Gold will break the support. Yeah, welcome. Gold come to. I'm just waiting for 4 hours. But also I think gold, yeah. Coach Tolayan already pending buy order GJ, yeah. Coach is risk now, how far it can catch. Okay, gold. Wait for the next line here. We see that GJ is now moving up. Right, thank you for that. Okay, so we catch that trade on GJ, which currently in profit, and you can see it's this is a 30 minutes candle, okay, or if we look at the 15 minutes, it's big move, that break and then rejection from the support. So expecting it to go back up to the resistance level as this clean move, rejection, and waiting for the price to return to the upside. Yes, coach, I'm on GJ trade. TP 192.63. You might be able to put at 192.60, so which will be around almost 3 times target if the price goes in that direction. So the TP will be 192.61 will be good place for safer exit if goes up. So this was a manipulation here on gold, and with that manipulation, basically the market has managed to bounce, and if it wasn't planning for that entry, but it will happen more often. You'll see the market will not always listen to you, so you need to be humble to that. And while we see that GJ might be listening to us, let's see, holding it, that's how it is. Risk management is the key. You see that, guys, keep in mind that risk management is the key in trading. So if you don't do the risk management, you're not gonna be profitable over the long term. So make sure that you do the proper risk management and trade with the trend with proper risk management. Okay, Gbpusd, now I'm holding it for to the upside for the price to move back to the resistance level. Hope that you are enjoying the live session. If you are enjoying, give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. And in addition to that, if you are enjoying the live session, don't forget to smash it. And also if you are enjoying, also you can anyone looking to join regulated broker, I have given the link in the description, and also I've shared with you the link in the live chat. You can use that to register and then to start trading with a regulated broker. I've given you the link. Use that link to register, and you can start with minimum capital. Always start with a smaller account and then slowly grow it or learn from it. So here we can see that gold is primarily got a bit of bounce, and want to see that actually gold is trending or it's rejecting. Here on GJ, primarily has got a bounce, and okay, we see a bit of bullish pressure coming. So early today we had dollar yen, GBPJPY, one trade didn't work out, the other one is moving in the direction. Okay, we see GJ moving, and if this market, because it gained a lot of liquidity here, it could just keep moving up in the major direction, which could have happened. So we see that move, and which is in our favor. If you're running trades, guys, we see that on the dollar yen also has got the same manipulation here. Big manipulation on dollar yen. On GBP JPY, the same thing, we saw that big manipulation. So we caught that trade in manipulation. So this is a trade that during the manipulation, so if the market has satisfied enough for that, enough liquidity, we should see that trend is continuing to the upside. Okay, from the weekly perspective on gold, if we look at the weekly chart, let me delete everything on gold to see. So from the weekly, gold basically has got a bounce from the weekly support. Okay, now the next thing here is for us to see and wait for the price to, this is a support here on GJ that has been broken and rejected. So below this level there was a high liquidity. Now the stop loss is below this level. I'm expecting GBPJPY to to respect this support and then to go to our TP target. I will be holding this trade as it is a risk managed trade. Make sure you do the risk management properly and wait for the market to give you what you need. And in the meantime, I will still keep watching the chart, and I will be active on the VIP live trading room for any trade coming along the way. If you are still not on the VIP live trading room, you can join today. You can find link below this video in the description. Once you are our member, you can access live trading room on the VIP group, as well as you can access all the trades that I am opening. You can access the trading tool and also the VIP chat group. We have few spots to take on the mentorship. You can consider it now using the website. So with that being said, thank you for joining this live session. I'll be coming on live again twice tomorrow, along with many other trade that we will be opening. And if you have any question in the meantime, you can also use the website to ask the agent if you want to join or anything like that. And in addition to that, before I go, if you want to join our recommended broker, you can find the link in the description. And also I have shared with you the link in the live chat. You can use that to trade and start trading with recommended broker. So with that said, thank you for joining the live session, traders. I'll see you again trading live together. Until that, stay well, stay happy. See you.